This video is brought to you by Athletic Greens. About 3 months ago, I was finally able to make a trip to Canada to see a very good friend of mine, Isaac, a.k.a. Canoopsy, and he pulled up on this sick electric bike and we were already on our way. Shooting some B-roll was the first item in the day's agenda. Isaac had an iPhone 13 Pro video he had to get shot, and yeah, he just showed me how he captures his B-roll in his small yet iconic apartment space. It is like no other place I've ever seen. It is definitely a sort of miniature gallery of sorts, and just watching him work in this space sort of allowed me to break down a lot of the angles and shots I've seen in his videos before.
This is life as a YouTuber. It looks very glamorous and exciting, but in the end, it's just a series of panning shots and depression. One of the ways I organize my videos, and it's disastrous, is using Notability to write down all the shots I have for a video, like all the B-roll shots, and then I just take them and I just cross them out as I do it. And there really has to be a better way than this disaster, this mess, but like, it's so fulfilling to just get a B-roll shot done, cross it out, move on, like, you know.
Seems like you like shooting B-roll.
Oh, I love shooting B-roll.
After shooting B-roll, it was then time to grab some lunch on the west side of Toronto near West Queen West, and that's what Google Maps told me, so if I'm wrong, my bad. But yeah, we took public transport and walked the rest of the way. Shooting on the iPhone is so refreshing.
Right? Such a joy.
It's just sort of like, here's my life, and that's it. After ordering, we got our tea and then eventually our pad thai. I got it with chicken and he got a vegan variant, and this was scrum diddly umptious, man. Like literally the best pad thai I've ever had, ever. Once again, this video is brought to you by Athletic Greens, and I know I might not be the picture of fitness, but keeping my body in tip-top shape is becoming more of a priority as I grow older. With Athletic Greens AG1 supplement, I can ensure that I'm getting all the necessary nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and probiotics I need. All you need to do is add 1 scoop of AG1 to their official 450 milliliter water bottle or a single packet to an 8 to 12 ounce cup of water. All of this goodness not only tastes great, but is also absorbed better than pills or capsules. Most importantly, AG1 is optimized for pretty much anyone, even people that don't touch enough grass like me. I'll leave a link in the video description if you're interested. After lunch, Isaac wanted to stop by a bread shop he has never been to called Dear Grain. I wish I would have gotten something, but I was so full from lunch, but he did, and he's actually about to share his purchase with you on camera. All right, what we got?
We got the hazelnut coffee cake from Dear Grain, as you can see. Let's give it a first impressions. Looks pretty good.
And after Isaac finished his coffee cake, we then decided to go get some coffee at a cafe, and I definitely needed the energy boost, but we also needed a place to sit, think, and work. That's a big point of going to a cafe. You can order a drink that you want. I ended up getting some kind of cappuccino. He got a matcha something, and we just sat outside in the nice breeze, and I worked on sketching out some thumbnail ideas for this video and another one, and he was clacking away on his MacBook Pro's keyboard, answering emails and doing some other social media work. It was really wonderful to just sit, vibe, and work. After working though, we hopped back on public transit. Here is a clip of me holding a Presto card like a real Canadian. We made our way through more of the city until we found ourselves in the Yonge Dundas Square. It's like the Times Square equivalent in Toronto. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. From there, we made our way to the Toronto Eaton Centre, a beautiful mall. Like, look at the architecture in here and these gorgeous glass ceilings. I mean, I don't think I've been to a nicer looking mall in my life. And then from there, we went to the Apple store because I needed a lightning to headphone jack adapter because I was gifted a very sick type of headphones. Isaac is big on COS Porta Pros, and he gave me a pair to have, and I needed this adapter to connect to my iPhone 13 Pro. And once I did, I started playing my favorite jams and walked through the mall like that scene in American Psycho. It was a real vibe. And then we found this really cool hallway, this like overhang, like bridge between two buildings, and got these sick clips. That's as simple as this really is. Just a really cool spot to just chill and get a cool shot. And after admiring downtown a little more, we got back on public transport and decided to grab dinner at a pizza place. We also were goofing around and going over some thumbnail sketches that I came up with. This is actually the mock-up for this very video's thumbnail. And I got pepperoni pizza, he got some kind of vegetarian variant, and a really delicious looking appetizer. And then it was back on public transit. We went back to Isaac's apartment to get some more work done before the end of the day. I wanted to shoot 2 video thumbnails, one for a video I actually posted in May about the iPad Pro. It required 2 shots, one shot of me that I would miniaturize, and then a shot of an iPad here. Using Isaac's Canon 90D, he makes these incredible thumbnails with this camera, and I trust it. It's an older device, but hey, you don't need anything newer if it does the trick. We then shot the thumbnail for this very video, which required a shot of Isaac and another shot of an iPad, which I'll show in a second here. I started doing some preliminary editing just to make sure I didn't need to capture anything else while I was in Toronto. And then we called it a night. I also wanted to share one of my favorite HBO series with Isaac. It's called Chernobyl. It came out like 2 years ago, but it is a cinematic and storytelling masterpiece. Highly recommend. And that was it. It was a good day, and it's now time to say good night.